Yes, and welcome to another video. I'm Lewis, above me is Jordan. This is the review of the first half of the season. Now, we have gone a couple of games over, but I feel like this is a good period to do this video, you know, because we did have all them games, and there's a little bit of time now until our next game, which is next Friday against Swindon Town, AFCON and everything. I feel like this is like a good halfway point, even if it's like 2 games over. Yeah, so loads to talk about. Before we do, guys, going to set a like target of 1,000 likes, so please smash a thumbs up on the video if you enjoy it. It just helps other City fans find the channel, helps grow the community. Please subscribe to us as well if you are new. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos of when we go live. This week, although we've not got a match until next Friday, it is Carabao Cup semi-final season, so we're going to be doing a game. We're going to do both the Chelsea game and the Arsenal game as well. I think it's Arsenal Liverpool and Chelsea Tottenham. We're going to be streaming both of them for our tier 3 members, so if you want to come and join us, it is a bit of a laugh. It's much more chilled out than the normal streams. Become a tier 3 member today. The link to join the extra club is in the description. You also get yourself a nice shiny badge, and it really does help support the channel, so get involved. Right, okay then, bro. I mean, things are going well, bro. I mean, we just watched the Chelsea-Liverpool game. We're currently 10 points clear of Chelsea, 11 points clear of Liverpool. They do have a game in hand. I mean, we've got the best form in the league. This is mint. This is genuinely sick.
There is no complaints. Obviously, it was the first game of the season at Tottenham.
Yeah, we got
the
beat
first game of the
1-0,
season.
yeah.
We got beat by Tottenham. Obviously, we've lost 2 games during this first half, haven't we? We lost against Tottenham. We lost against Crystal Palace. Two disgusting games. But genuinely, the first half of the season, I have no complaints. I have no complaints at all. I'm absolutely buzzing with the way that things are going. It's no striker season again, and then we've made that. We've doubled down on that by the fact that we've got rid of Ferran Torres now. But I'm in a position where I'm liking the way that we're playing football. I'm really liking the way that we're playing football. Obviously, we have had results which are not eye-pleasing. You know what I mean? Not typical City results and that. Like the Leicester 1-0. It's not a game that I'd ever go back and watch again because it was a disgusting game. But end of the day, it was a 3 points and it was a box ticked. I always say that. Arsenal again, obviously an Arsenal that has rewatchability because of the last minute goal and that. But again, it wasn't a great performance by City, but it's another 3 points on the board. And I do feel like that's what everyone says year in year out. You hear this all the time that the eventual winners of the Premier League are the ones that grind out the results even when they're not playing good, and that's what City have done really well in this first half of the season. Yeah, we played so good in loads of games, but it's the games where we haven't played well, we're still getting the points. Yeah,
and the majority of them. I mean, if you're looking at it now, guys, I mean, looking at the table here, if you're wondering why I'm not looking at the camera, 17 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. If you compare that to Chelsea and Liverpool, we've both won 12, 7 draws for Chelsea, 6 for Liverpool, and both lost 2 games. The difference is, you know, we're winning them games that they're drawing. You know what I mean? We're going ham, and we've all lost the same amount of games. We've only lost 2 games, all 3 of us, but they're drawing more games than us. We're finding a way to get that extra goal to win. You know what I mean? Whereas Liverpool and Chelsea, they're not. They're drawing far too many games. I wonder why that is. I mean, from a Chelsea point of view, for me, it's clear that they don't play an attacking enough style. You know what I mean? Look at how they play. They play 3 attacking players. They're not winning enough games. Well, you're not gonna win enough games if you're only playing 3 attacking players. For Liverpool, I think it's slightly different. I think it's because Klopp just plays basically the same starting 11 every game. And for me, I saw them play against Leicester the other day when they got beat 1-0, and they looked tired. They looked fatigued.
Yeah, they did.
And the way that Klopp plays, if that happens, you're not going to win the game, because that's, you know, Liverpool. The way Liverpool play is all about power and speed and the counter-attack speed. If they're looking tired, they're not going to win. Whereas if you look at us against Arsenal, we looked tired, and whilst we didn't look great in the first half, we never looked like that we couldn't score or that we couldn't somehow get a result out of it. In fact, at half-time, I still backed us to get the result. So the difference is, for City, I think that we've got, when we play bad, we can still win. And I feel like when Liverpool play bad in terms of their energy isn't there, I just don't see them winning. And Chelsea, you know, the way that they play, I just feel like, you know, they're just not going to win the league anyway.
It shoots me in the foot.
I just feel like we're more suited to win games and get over the line when we're not playing like as well as we could be.
No, I agree with that. And obviously, like I say, you look at the table now, and what you're saying isn't just you're saying it for saying its sake. If you're saying this at the beginning of the season, people are like, oh, you could argue with you, but you can't really argue with you because look at the results. Look at where we are in the table. We've got. It's funny actually, right? Because I really don't like this about the whole media situation. Like, and I know this is a weird like transition onto this, but I just thought about it then. I really don't like this, and it was stressing me out before when I was thinking about it. Was the fact that beginning of the season, right? Obviously, City, we didn't have the best of starts. I was losing against Tottenham and that. And then, do you know what I mean? People were like all sweating about City's season. And the media were just kind of running with the fact that it's going to be a 3-horse race between United, Liverpool and Chelsea. And they were absolutely loving it. And do you know what I mean? They loved that kind of stuff. They were eating it all up. And it was all about how, City aren't good enough this year. City aren't good enough this year. But then now that we are top and clear by 10 points, it's all City ruining the league. They make the league too easy. It's not fair on other teams that City spend this much money and make the league too easy. And it's like 2 months ago, you were saying we weren't good enough to win it.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it. But
the thing is, bro, right? People need to look at their own teams. People love talking about City and that, even though they say we're irrelevant. But people do actually love talking about City. The fact is, right, I'm looking at Chelsea, for example, here, right? They're 10 points behind City, right? They've won 1 in the last 5. Is that Manchester City's fault that you've only won 1 game in the last 5 matches? No. Is it Man City's fault, bro, that, I'm looking at Chelsea here and they drew 0-0 to Wolves? Is it Man City's fault that you drew 1-1 against Everton at home? Everton. You know what I mean? Is it Man City's fault that you got beat off West Ham? No. Is it Man City's fault that you drew against United? It's not Man City's fault. It's your own fault, mate. I'm looking at Liverpool here. What's Liverpool's record? 2 wins in 5. They've not won in the last 3 football matches. Is it Man City's fault that you got beat 1-0 off Leicester? No, it's the reason you got beat off Leicester is because Klopp plays the same team in every single match, and they're tired. Is it Man City's fault that you couldn't even beat Spurs? You know what I mean? I know we lost against Spurs, but that was first game of the season, and we kind of was in like some mad disagreement with Spurs over Kane. It's not our fault, you know what I mean? Look at your own team. It's not our fault. What they want to do is, and this is good for City, by the way, they're making excuses. They're making excuses as to why they're not winning the league. I saw someone on the TV or radio the other day said, if Chelsea match their first half with their second half, so if they basically get the same amount of points in the second half of the season as they did in the first half, they'll win. In the last 20 years, they would have won 0 Premier League titles. So forget City, you're just not good enough, lads. Liverpool, if they was to match their second half with the first half, so if they got the same amount of points as they did from the first half of the season, in the second half of the season, they would have won 2 out of the last 20 Premier Leagues. So again, it's irrelevant. City could go and win every single game for the rest of the season. It doesn't matter. It don't matter because they're just not good enough. Accept that you're not good enough rather than looking at City and try and improve your own performances and then come and talk to me. Because what you're doing now is, lads, I'm looking at the form guide. Chelsea won 1 in the last 5 and Liverpool won 2 in the last 5. You're trash. That's the cold hard facts, but they don't want to accept that, and that's good for us. That's good for us because what will happen is they'll keep making the same mistakes, bro, and they'll keep blaming us, and they won't look at improving their own performances.
Yeah, I love that. See, you're spitting. Elby's spitting hard facts.
It's facts, bro.
Hard facts.
1 in 5. You know what I mean? I don't want no Chelsea fans to tell me that we're ruining the league when you've won 1 match in the last 5 Premier Leagues, bro. You know what I mean? Nah, no chance.
Moving on from that kind of from hating all the other teams in that and just steer the shit back to on City's season so far. If you had to pick a player, we'll go for goal first. What's your goal of the half of the season?
Well, it wasn't a good goal, but I've not celebrated like that in a long time, and it's the Rodri goal against Arsenal. I just felt like it was such a huge 3 points because every single Chelsea fan and every single Liverpool fan would have been watching that game and they would have been semi-satisfied with a draw. They would have been semi-satisfied with a draw. And we nicked it in the last minute with the shittest goal you've ever seen in your life. And then the Rodri celebration.
In front of the Arsenal fans.
I'm telling you, mate.
Top off.
I'm telling you, TV remotes would have been smashed everywhere across the globe when they seen that goal go in. So it might not have been the nicest goal of the season, but for me, I think that's potentially the biggest goal, bro, because I think it killed Liverpool. I mean, you're seeing Chelsea and Liverpool today. I just felt like both teams knew when they walked on that pitch that it was over, you know what I mean? And that was because of the Rodri goal. So for me, I'm picking that as my favourite moment.
Yeah, no, I like that.
What about you, bro?
See, the Rodri goal, that one, obviously the Arsenal one, I keep going back to just like how good that felt. That's the best feeling of any goal that was scored, do you know what I mean? Because of the last minute thing. The best goal, I think, you know what I mean, I'll probably, the Bernardo goal, do you remember the Bernardo volley?
Oh,
the Bernardo volley side foot.
Aston Villa.
Yeah, that was such a good goal.
That was a beautiful goal. Yeah, first time.
Yeah, like the Rodri screamer was sick. The Rodri screamer was mint. That was a good goal as well. But that Bernardo Silva goal hits different for me. I can just watch it again and again and again.
We've gone sort of slightly different there, haven't you? You've gone for like the best.
Yeah, I didn't want to go the same. It's easy to go the same as you, innit? I don't want to go the same as you because I also love that Rodri goal. And you know what I mean? I
guess then let's go for the comments then. So. Mine is probably the best moment. So give us your best moment in the comment section below, and then give us your best goal, like in terms of like just clean strike. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I think if it's best goal for me, I think it is the Bernardo one. Best moment is 100% the Bernardo. Yeah, 100%. Player, bro. You had to pick a player for the half of the season. Who's your player?
That's a good one. I think
I'm stuck between two.
I'm gonna guess what your two are: Bernardo Silva and João Cancelo.
Ooh, no.
Who?
You know what? You just reminded me of one. I was actually debating between Rodri because of how good Rodri's been, and Mahrez because Mahrez created the most chances for us, and also he's our top goal scorer.
Nah, that's fair. I mean, all four of them players could probably deserve it. I'm going to go.
It's such a hard one, but Bernardo has been unreal.
Who are you going for?
You know what? That's so bad. I'm going Rodri because he's integral to the way that we play football at the moment. I could easily go Bernardo though because I can't have a team without Bernardo in it. Yeah. But then I'm the same with Rodri. So I'm just going to pick Rodri in it. I could pick Mahrez though.
I'm going to go Bernardo Silva. I got another one probably for the comment section below. I'm going to Bernardo Silva. You go for Rodri. Mahrez and Cancelo are worthy shouts. So
100%. Like you can see how difficult it is to pick.
Last one, bro, before we end the video, is who do you want to see more from? You know what I mean? Who's not really performed this season where you want to see more, you know what I mean? Who's not letting you down, but you feel it's got more to offer coming into this second half of the season?
I think the easy one to go for is probably Jack Grealish. I think that Jack Grealish, obviously, I do want to see more from Jack, obviously, you know what I mean? I want to be able to be buzzing about him and stuff. And I'm buzzing, you know what I mean? Yeah, he has done bits. He has done bits like... You know what I mean? I think he's got like some mad stats and stuff. He's been linking up with Cancelo on the left hand side when Cancelo's playing there quite well. So you know what I mean? I do want to see more from Jack Grealish. That's the easy one to go for. Also, as much as he is now back, you know what I mean? I think he's back and he's smashing at the moment. I do want to see more from Raheem Sterling as well because I want it to continue. Like more, just I want it consistent over the next half of the season from Raheem Sterling. I think they're the two, and maybe I could throw Gabby in there as like a. I mean,
but you're going for Grealish as your main.
Grealish is my main one. I want to see more from him because obviously, but I do give it, like I always say this, I give him a free hit for a year. Do you know what I mean? You have a year to settle yourself in, but I'd like to see more from him.
I'm going to go from a slightly different point of view. Someone who's not been bad, but someone who I think can go up another level. Phil Foden.
That's a shout.
Yeah, I think Phil Foden in the second half of the season could go up another level. I'm looking at his stats so far. Good stats. 20 games, 7 goals, 6 assists. That's a very good return from him so far. However, I think they can do better than that. I think if he looks at them stats, I think he said, I'm disappointed with them stats because he plays in such an advanced position. He's got such a good shot on him. He's got such a good brain. He's young, he's agile, he's quick. I think that he can do better than that. And I think that for me, second half of the season, I wanted to see him. I think he can get 16 goals. I'm looking at that. I think that's quite easy. I think 9 more goals for the rest of the season. And I think assists, with the way that he plays, I think he can be looking at like 13, 14 assists quite easily. So for me, slightly different. I'm not saying he's been bad in the first half of the season. Far from it. I just think that he can get even better in the second half of the season. So there you go, guys. Let us know in the comment section below your thoughts. Remember, guys, a massive week of Carabao Cup action. Unfortunately, City are not in it. If you don't know, we have an extra club, so basically there's a YouTube membership that you can join, and for our tier 3 members we do tier 3 live streams, so we'll be live streaming both of them football matches. If you want to come and join us, it's like basically just a watch along that we normally do, but it's a lot more chilled, a lot less people in it, so you know, it's a little bit more chilled out and that. So if you want to get involved, link in the description, become a tier 3 member today, and we'll see you in it. Other than that, please smash a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.